President Donald Trump's new communication director Anthony Scaramucci has a reputation of taking no prisoners. Nicknamed the Mooch, he is fast becoming Trump's pit bull on Capitol Hill and beyond. Scaramucci is laser-focused on the liberal press, and he won't back down. Now, after an obnoxious reporter called new Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders a butch queen in drag, Scaramucci scared the hell out of him in a way that the liberal media won't forget anytime soon. Anthony Scaramucci has the aura of an old-time mafioso from the movie The Godfather, and that's a compliment. He oozes a don't mess with me attitude that is reassuring to anyone who wants to see President Trump's agenda succeed. He was tested right away by a Daily Beast gay rights advocate reporter named Ira Madison III. Madison thinks he is pretty funny, and like most liberals, the rules don't apply to them. While the liberals scream about sexism and misogyny, Madison couldn't help himself when he'd heard Sarah Huckabee Sanders was the new press secretary. Immediately, he tweeted out a picture of Sanders at her first official presser with the caption, "Butch Queen first time in drags at the ball." Well, Madison's comment, for those of you who need an interpretation, is implying that Sanders is a drag queen. It was a cheap shot, to say the least, and one that the new press secretary's boss wasn't going to let slide. Madison was misguided if he thought derogatory comments about Sanders would be easy. What he didn't see coming was Anthony Scaramucci. Before we get to what Madison did after he encountered Scaramucci, it should be noted that Madison isn't new to this type of remark. Jeff Sessions has an Asian granddaughter, and Madison grabbed a photo of her on Sessions' lap and tweeted, "Sessions, sir, kindly return this Asian baby from the Toys R Us you stole her from." Yeah, Madison is a real slime ball. Scaramucci let the Madison attack on Sanders go for 2 days, hoping the mainstream media would remind the loser that his comments won't be tolerated. Funny thing, nothing on the Sanders comment came from any of those big outlets, like CNN, MSNBC, CBS, or ABC. It was just silence, as Daily Wire reports. The fact that a journalist who works for a major online publication attacked a sitting press secretary in such a demeaning and public way is of course news. And yet a good faith look through the Google machine shows that not a single mainstream media outlet picked the story up, not one. Scaramucci politely tweeted that Madison needed to apologize to Sanders, and within hours, Madison issued his first ever apology to her, after his many profane remarks over the years. What those who work in the political sphere know is Scaramucci got a hold of Madison or his cohorts and let them know this type of bullcrap was going to stop. It's not happening on his watch. Whatever Scaramucci's behind-the-scenes message was, it scared the hell out of Madison, who responded, "Wow, that's coming from a guy who has not ever apologized for any of his salacious tweets." Scaramucci put the screws to Madison and let the rest of the liberal press know that this is not acceptable and will not be tolerated. Scaramucci also fired a known leaker. As Breitbart reported, suspected leaker Michael Short has been terminated from the White House Communications Office. Breitbart News can confirm. Short, an ally of White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus and now former Press Secretary Sean Spicer, who resigned last week, was terminated on Tuesday by new White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci. Anthony Scaramucci won't be toyed with, and he doesn't suffer fools. He's laying down the law as the new Communications Director and living up to his reputation as a badass. Scaramucci left CNN in tatters after they reported fake news about him. He lawyered up, and immediately, CNN retracted their story and fired 3 journalists. The word is out, crossing Scaramucci is the last thing the swamp creatures want to do. Please share the story and tell us what you think by clicking one of the buttons below. We want to hear your voice.